This is my third time recording this video because I am an idiot. And I keep adding things over the top of other things, and last time I didn't even have the programs running that I wanted to have running. So, without further ado, welcome to Jammy Tech Tips, where I try and talk people through separating audio. So I have a bare basic setup right now on my OBS. It's just got my reactive, it's got a video source. I've deliberately moved down the bottom so you can still see everything. I've deliberately moved under the bottom so you can still see everything. My display capture and my microphone. That's all I have set up right now. First thing we're going to do, we're going to hit the little plus icon, Application Audio Capture Beta. Now with this, you can capture any audio from any application that produces audio. So, first thing we're going to do here is Discord and join Discord call. So we're going to find our Discord. It specifically says it's a streaming channel in my server itself on Discord. However, if I join a different call, it's not going to capture that audio. So in order to get this to work, we're going to change the window priority to same executionable, which means anything in discord.exe will get captured. So no matter what call you're in, if you're in a private call, if you're in a video channel, or even if someone sends you a message, you hear the bloop come through. All that sound is being produced by discord.exe, therefore it would all get captured. You'll see the Discord is set in the audio track here. And I'm going to do similar for StreamerBot. So I want to capture the audio from StreamerBot. Same for the TTS. Another thing I like to add, I call it YouTubing, because, where's Brave? If I listen to music on a browser, so specifically I use Brave launcher when I'm listening to audio, I want to be able to hear the music come through on OBS, and if I'm watching any YouTube videos, I also put it through the same browser. It's going to be same executionable again because the title will change depending on what tab I am tabbed into. So at the moment I have YouTube Music tabbed in, but if I were to go and swap over to, say, watching just a random YouTube video, or on Spotify or whatever, the title changes, but the exe stays the same. So that's why I do same executionable. Now that is only for Brave at the moment. So right now I've got like some beeping no money on. You can hear it. And you can see it move here. So that's how I capture the audio. And you must be thinking, Jam, how do we actually separate the audio? That's where we go into settings. Then we go to output. Now at the moment, this will look different to you because it will be set to simplified by default. So you just hit this little drop down, select advanced. I can't do that because I'm currently recording a video, and recording or streaming, you cannot access these settings. Once it goes to advanced, the only thing you really need to worry about is the streaming settings right here. So basically, the audio track, I like to have it set to number 2. Which means anything that gets added, as long as box number 2 is checked, it gets put through audibly to stream. However, Twitch VOD track, if you tick this little box here, and then tick the first one, that means as long as the first box is checked, it goes through to stream. Now note, this also affects video recordings. So, the reason I've done it this way specifically and not the other way around, is because if you pick anything here, so for example, if I pick TTS and do advanced audio properties, you'll see everything here that can produce audio being pushed through to the recording or through to stream. When you first add it, it automatically ticks every single box, all 6 boxes. So if there's anything you don't want to appear on a recording, or more importantly, anything you don't want to appear on the Twitch VOD. So anything you're listening to music, any YouTube videos you're watching that have copyrighted music, you do not want them to come through. So you just untick that first box. So, as a result, playing music, coming through there, you shouldn't be able to hear it in the video, but you definitely will not be able to hear it if I hit start streaming button. It would not appear on sorry, you'll hear it, but it won't be on the VODs. Now, another thing I have here as well is my little dance, little Gangnam style dance, right? Move this up here, it's going to cover everything. I got it muted right now, but it's playing audio. I am a fucking idiot. So I'm just double checking the video that I got here, right? Setting that all up. And I've noticed, hey, when you had the fucking Gangnam style on, it covers the display capture so you can't even see what is happening there. So let me go and fix that real quick, shall we? So if you hit anything here, hit the three little dots to advanced audio properties. You'll only see what is being able to produce video. So if I click this, the test dance, which is what I've named the Gangnam style, you can't hear it right now, but I can. And it is producing audio. The reason I can hear it is I have it set to monitor and output. By default, it's set to monitor off. So monitoring means you can hear any audio that's being parsed through, being sent to your headphones. If it's set to monitor off, by default, it's just getting sent through, but you're not hearing anything. If it is sent to monitor and output, it's being sent through and you can hear it. And if it's set to monitor only, you can hear it, but stream cannot hear it. The monitor and output, and that's how the audio monitoring section works. And again, because it's Gangnam style, we want to untick the first box. I can't remember if I mentioned that in the video. I don't know what I'm splicing in, but that's essentially how you can hear things. So anything you add that produces audio, like a media source of some kind, into OBS directly, you want to make sure that you have monitor set to it, well, monitor and output set to it, so it gets pushed through and you can still hear it. All right, now I need to go edit this. Have a good one. You want to select the one associated with the test dance, put monitor and output. So output means it's getting pushed through to the stream. Monitor means you can hear it in your own headphones. And you can do this with anything, but the only thing that really matters is anything that you're adding that produces audio that you also need to hear. So for example, you might have a redeem, like a Chica dance that pops up, for example. Chica's dancing, making sounds and all that stuff. You won't hear it at all, but it'll appear on stream and everyone else will hear it, unless you select monitor and output. Now, if I unmute it, I can hear it. Do note, if you want to go and change the audio properties or anything here, notice test stance is not there because it's not currently producing audio. As soon as it starts producing audio, it appears in a list. So you might have to go and deafen yourself a little bit when you're setting things up. First of all, especially if you have a lot of different sources. So doing it this way, the only things that's making audio is Discord, my microphone, StreamerBot, TTS, and the YouTube stuff itself. However, the YouTube stuff, because I've unchecked it from the first box, will not appear on Twitch VODs, will not appear on clips, and therefore you should not have any copyright strikes or warnings at all, or even any muted parts of your video. And that's it. That's Jammy Tech Tips done. Hopefully it was easy to understand. Any questions, fire me a DM. Catch you later.